My brother turned my wedding into his proposal, so I turned his proposal into his breakup. My younger brother Todd was born with the umbilical cord wrapped around his neck. He spent a month in the ICU hooked up to machines and doctors whispering survival rates, so because of that near-death experience, my parents treated him like he was made of glass and gold. Every scraped knee was a crisis. Every B+ was cause for celebration. Every tantrum got rewarded with ice cream. You know the type, the kid who could burn down the garage and somehow you'd be blamed for leaving matches within reach. It started small. At my 10th birthday party, 4-year-old Todd decided he needed to blow out my candles because sharing is caring. My parents thought it was adorable. By the time I graduated high school, he'd perfected his act. I gave my valedictorian speech, and later at the party, Todd accidentally knocked over the graduation cake and cried about his bloody nose until everyone forgot I existed. My sister's college acceptance dinner, Todd announced he'd been bullied at school, complete with tears. We spent the whole night consoling him instead of celebrating her full ride to NYU. But the worst part wasn't his behavior. It was how my parents enabled it. He's sensitive. They'd say, he needs extra attention. You and your sister are so strong, you understand. Yeah, we understood. We understood we'd always come second to Todd's theatrics. Then Todd met Lucy, and it was like watching two narcissists recognize their own reflection. She was pretty in that Instagram filter way, always perfectly contoured, always camera ready. At my sister's baby shower, my mom spent months planning. Lucy waited until the gifts were half open to announce she was pregnant too. Not even just pregnant, but further along than my sister. She actually said, guess we know who's giving mom her first grandchild. My sister left her own shower in tears. Todd just sat there smirking. When I proposed to Michelle, I wanted to elope. Vegas, courthouse, whatever, just us. But Michelle had always dreamed of her family being there, so I caved. Sent the invitations, planned everything. Even made Todd a groomsman because my mom begged me to include him. 2 weeks before the wedding, my best man and I were at the bar. That's when he showed me a photo. This fell out of Todd's jacket, he said. A receipt for $3,000, an engagement ring. My best man confronted Todd, who played dumb until threatened with exposure. Then Todd got defensive. Can I buy my girlfriend jewelry? I knew exactly what he was planning. The same thing he'd done our whole lives. Steal the spotlight when it mattered most. I called him that night and told him he was out of the wedding party. He went nuclear, then called our parents crying about how I was excluding him and ruining his plan to celebrate our family. Mom called me selfish. Dad said I was overreacting, but I held firm. Todd could come as a guest, but if he tried anything, I'd make him regret it. I should have uninvited him entirely. The wedding day came and everything was perfect. Michelle looked incredible. Her family was crying. Even the weather cooperated. We got through the ceremony without incident. I started to relax, thinking maybe Todd had actually listened. Then came the father-daughter dance. Michelle had been planning this moment since she was 6. Her dad had been practicing for weeks, bad knee and all. The music started, and she danced with her dad as everyone watched through tears. Beautiful moment. That's when Todd stood up. He walked right into the middle of the dance floor and dropped to one knee, pulling out the ring. Lucy, he announced loudly, will you marry me? The music stopped. Michelle froze mid-spin. Her dad just stood there, arms still in dance position, looking lost. Every phone in the room swung toward Todd and Lucy as she squealed, yes, loud enough to shatter glass. I looked at Michelle's face, saw her eyes fill with tears, saw her special moment disappear, and knew it was time. See, my buddy and I had prepared for this. Hope for the best, plan for the worst. We hired an actress named Stephanie, 25, theater major, could cry on command. She'd been waiting at the hotel bar with her phone ready. I gave my buddy the nod. 5 minutes later, as Todd was accepting congratulations and Lucy was showing off her ring, Stephanie burst through the reception hall doors, mascara running, hair messy, clutching her stomach. Todd, she wailed. How could you? I'm pregnant with your baby and you're proposing to someone else. The room went silent, then erupted. Stephanie was brilliant. She had screenshots on her phone, messages Jim had sent from a spoofed number. She knew details about Todd only a girlfriend would know, thanks to Instagram. She sobbed about their weekend in Atlantic City and the promises he'd made. Lucy's face went from white to red to purple. She ripped off the ring, threw it at Todd's face, and stormed out screaming about lying cheaters. Todd kept denying it, but who'd believe him? He'd shown everyone exactly what kind of attention seeker he was. The best part? Todd saw me smile, just for a second. He knew. Now Lucy won't let him see their kid. Says she can't trust him. Todd's still calling, demanding I confess, but I just played dumb. Even sent him a bill for half the wedding costs. After all, his proposal was the entertainment. My sister thinks I went too far, but Michelle approved of the whole thing. Some people learn from consequences. Others, like Todd, just keep crying wolf. Difference is, now nobody's listening.